issue 46 is Aldrich Killian, played by Guy Pearce in Iron Man 3. When I first got this figure, guys, I wasn't that overly fussed with the scale. I thought it's a very, very small figure. Comparing it to other figures, you're looking at a kind of Howard Stark, or even some of the Agent Carter and Scarlet Witch, kind of very small, thin female characters. Since Aldrich Killian, he isn't the biggest of built characters. He's not wearing a suit or any armor. He's actually topless, obviously, you can see here. So he's not going to be a very big build, and I was a bit disappointed by the size. But when you compare him to other characters from the same movie, so I've got the Mandarin and the Iron Patriot, it does actually work. It does fit up quite nicely with them. So as a set, again, some of these figures do work even though they seem quite small. I've said this again a lot with the First Avenger figures. As a set, they work really nicely together. It's when you've got them next to people like Groot that they kind of don't look right, or bigger characters. So, as you can see, they've gone for the Aldrich Killian we see at the end of the movie. His top has come off. He's been fighting Tony Stark in his Iron Man suits, and you see all that really cool, epic dragon Chinese tattoos all over his chest, and he reveals that he is the Mandarin. So, as you can see, he's got grey trousers. I think they're the same kind of style as Howard Stark's wearing. And the top part of his body then is all for show. The detailing here is brilliant. A little dilly on his belly button and his chest. And you can see, just make out the veins in his arm. And I like where the red spray for the extremis is painted on parts such as the forearm, the back, the chest, the stomach, where we would see them in the movie. And to be honest, when I first saw this figurine on MMC Fans page and on Twitter and Instagram, I wasn't impressed with the spray of the extremis, the redness you can see. It looked like a really bad sunburn, or Aldrich was doing a bit of bad fake tan. But it actually works when you've got the figure up close. As you can see, all the detailing on the back, the spray, really nice. Like I said, I love these tattoos. I think they look absolutely amazing. You can make out the dragon's claws and everything. And I find the detail on the tattoos, much like that of Drax, the detailing on them is amazing. Really, really good. Yeah, so lightness, I think it does look a lot like Aldrich Killian. You can tell it's him. The only thing, guys, I'm not fussed on, I don't know if you can see on my figure, but on the chest here and here, it almost looks a bit whitened, and you can feel that it almost feels like someone's gone over it with a bit of sandpaper. Like maybe the paint has stuck to it. It looks like a bit of a smudge kind of thing going on. I was a bit disappointed. I thought, oh, that's a bit naff to have that kind of smudge. Good thing is, because of the tattoos, it does hide it. However, when I had a little look into the magazine, go over there, Aldrich, you can see that is actually a design. As you can see here, I don't know why they chose this picture. I can guess the face and the back and the chest, but why choose that picture? Anyway, as you can see here, they wanted this to have that kind of glowing effect, so it looks like the extremis is actually taking place. And if you notice on here, from the pictures you see on here, which is obviously they're very good hand-painted quality models that they show off, it was supposed to be a darker colour to make it look like he's glowing, like the extremis is working kind of thing. But like I said, in my figure, again, guys, comment below, send me pictures on Twitter if yours is different. Mine, you can't tell that. It just looks white, and again, on the back, doesn't really look as good as the figure in there. It never normally looks as good as them. They are the models for the photographs, but this is my little bugbear. But besides that, yeah, I mean, it's a good figure. And like I said, when we put him next to the Mandarin, they fare up quite nicely. Again, like I said, he's not the biggest of characters. Having him too big wouldn't work. And again, if I put him next to Iron Patriot, I think they work nicely as a set. So, there we go. Aldrich Killian, issue 46. So, let's move on, guys, now to issue 47. So, up next, guys, issue 47 is the one and only Michael Rooker's Yondu. Really like this figure, guys. Lovely detail here. As you can see, they've got him in his typical Ravager clothes. He's got his Ravager badge here, the typical coat. I love the contrasting colours. The dark maroon red and the browns contrast really nicely with that really bright blue skin. The detail on the jacket and the suit is spot on. I really like all the buckles and all the little straps. I think they work really well, and the detailing on the leather works really, really well. Like I said, the contrast with these blues works really, really well. I love all the scarring on his head. You can see here, and don't know if you can tell from this, but you can see the whitening of his goatee here, and the red of his eyes, guys, and the red of his fin. Really like it. Really, really like this figure. A solid figure. The only thing that something I would have preferred more, Geeks, than not what I don't like, is how I would have had it different. As you can see in the image behind, he is holding the power orb in the cover picture for him. He's holding the power orb. And this isn't the pose I would go for. What I would have him is I would have had his one arm holding the part of his cape back so we could see his Yaka arrow. His famous arrow that he whistles and he moves around and takes out target. It's such an iconic part. It's his weapon. It's his kind of his thing. I'd expect to have seen it. I would have liked him to have been holding his so like when he shows people as like when he threatens people with it, I think it would have been really nice to have it. And like I said, I'm having a good look, and you cannot see his arrow anywhere. You've got these tiny little tiny arrows, as you can see here on the back. He's got these tiny little things here, but there is nothing that you can see as his Yaka arrow. Or even if he had his one hand up and he was clenching the Yaka arrow, I just think it's such an iconic part of this character that it's a waste not to have it. Now, if we have a look at him side by side with Star-Lord, again, look how cool they look together, guys. Really like it. Star-Lord's jacket's a bit more, got a bit more detail with his jacket. Obviously, it's a different kind of jacket, but don't they look good together? I really like them. And again, if we're looking sort of the Guardians 2 look, we put him with a rocket. I really like that. Really, really nice, guys. Awesome. Really like that figure. Right, so that's issue 47. I really like that one, guys. Let's move on to the special now, Whiplash. So, guys, the last figure for this month is number 6's special, Whiplash. And the reason he's not on the screen, guys, is because I'm in absolute awe of this figure. It's becoming one of my favourite figures. The more I look at it, the more I love it. So I feel like he needs his own entrance. So check out how epic looking this figure is. Here is Whiplash in his suit. I gotta say, Geeks, I am in love with this figure. And many of you who follow my channel and watch my videos before know how much of a fan I am of these suits, models. And I just think the detail on this is insane. Absolutely insane. You can make out every... Look at his arm. Look at all the different cogs you've got in there. You've got these panels here with all the rivets and the bolts, and you can imagine this suit moving because you can see all the cogs and all the mechanics that would work into it, all the shielding. You can see where the boot mechanics would work. Oh, I just absolutely love this figure. Absolutely love it. The contrast with the blue of his whips, with that chrome finish silver, with the white of his eyes, I just think it's an absolute superb figure. Really like this one. And like I've said before, Geeks, I find that the machine ones, the Iron Man suit ones, they just look superb. Absolutely superb. And I gotta say, much like that of Hawkeye's bow with the string, these are awesome. Now these guys are actually, they're not plastic, they are metal. As you can see with this one doesn't move that much. You can see it moves a little bit here because the way that it turns on my one, I don't know, again, this could be different on every figure. I haven't really had a good look, but you can see it goes around the boot here, which keeps it quite secure. The other side, though, the whip, as you can see, goes on the outside. So if I move, you can see it moves quite a bit. So Geeks, be careful moving this because I feel it feels quite fragile. I feel like if I pull this too much, it will snap. But I gotta be fair, it works so well because of the shape. It really looks like he's got two electric wires. It looks awesome. I do worry how many of these are going to turn up broken though, because we know in some of these fragile figures they do deliver broken. Thankfully, my one is pretty awesome. I can't see any flaws in mine at all. Like I said, the detailing. The more I look at it, the more I'm just in awe at all the detail. And if any of you, like I said, are a fan of the channel and a fan of the collection, go check out my top 10 collaboration video I did with MMC Fan, who covers everything on this collection on Instagram and Facebook. He is the ultimate Marvel movie collection fan, without a doubt. And one of the things we both said that we wanted in upcoming figures was Ironmonger, the villain from Iron Man 1 and his suit. And I really like the Mark 1 suit as well. You know I love the suits. And looking at this, oh, it would just look so cool. I wouldn't be surprised if they've already planned to do him, because I just think this one is so awesome that he would look incredible as well. I'd want him a little bigger than this one. So talking about scale, if we put him there, I'll put him next to War Machine, which is the only other figure I have for the Iron Man 2 collection, and I think they go pretty nice together, don't they? That is a good sizing. I really like that. Really solid. Like I said, all the suits, guys. I haven't got a problem. Like I said, you've seen in my other videos as well that I've got the Heartbreaker suit and I've got the Striker suit, and I just absolutely adore them. I do hope Eaglemoss does all of Tony's suits throughout the MCU. That would be the cherry on the top for me for this collection. Oh, that'd be amazing. Absolutely love this one. Really impressed with that one, Geeks. It is a definite for any Iron Man fan, I think, this figure. How epic does that look? So there we have it, Geeks, issue 46, 47, and Whiplash. Guys, really happy with the first shipment for 2018. 3 really good figures. I am over the moon with these 3. I cannot wait to add them to the collection. And now Whiplash is just, oh, I tell you what, I cannot wait for the next suit figure I get. Yeah, so also, if you're an MCU fan, come and join me on my MCU challenge. Join me in watching all the MCU films each week, and I do a little review and discussion video about the films I watch. I'm doing them in chronological order. So last week we watched Iron Man 2, which showcased this bad boy at the back. And this weekend I will be watching and reviewing Thor. So if you want to join me in that, Geeks, head on over to that part of my channel. I'll put a link in the description below. And also, if you're a big fan of props in your man caves, go and check out my Infinity War collection, where I'm currently building the ether from Thor Dark World, to find out how you can make yours. So, Geeks, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're having an amazing 2018. If you're a Marvel fan, go ahead, Geeks, and hit that subscribe button. And remember, Geeks, it's your cave, your rules, and I'll see you next time.